Good day to you all and welcome to the Delighted Preacher. Oh, praise the sun. Why am I happy? Just got my new guild. Oh, thank God. What a pain in the ass that has been, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute... I found a guild. I am going to be raiding with the Fatboss boys. Oh, shit. What? Yeah, I'm going to be raiding with the Fatboss boys. They're making a more relaxed than what they were in kind of guild. And also, they totally understood my situation with Emma. So if you don't know, one of the biggest issues I ran into when looking for a new guild wasn't anything to do with logs. It wasn't anything to do with skill or... It was. I love the countdown that doesn't result in an actual go. It's the best one. It wasn't anything to do with anything like that. It was purely down to raid times, which blew my mind, man. And it was so frustrating because it shouldn't be a problem, but there it goes. Oh, it was a problem. It was a problem. So the issue I ran into was that for some reason. I've got to remember my buttons here. I am playing Guardian for this. As I logged on to set my transfers going, we also had the annoying issue of everybody like saying, "Are you recording TDP? Do you want to do Mythic Plus?" So like, okay. We're doing Mythic Plus then. Fair enough. I'm fine with that. Let's go. We are teaming Volcanic, which is... fine. Teaming Volcanic's no big deal. We in fact have a big heavy range group, so this should be fine and dandy. This should be really good. But yeah, raid times are a big problem. So everybody's like the guilds I was looking at, I had to go further up than originally planned because I can't go back at this point. There's no way. There's absolutely no way I could go backwards in terms of progress. It's hard. I did it once when I stopped raiding. When I ran into the issues at Legion. I suppose I should bring that up because many of you are probably new faces and don't know what happened. But in at the start of Legion, I was getting back into raid. I had to stop during WoD because my second child was born. My lovely baby James was born right just before we got to Manaroth, I want to say. I mean, the guild obviously knew because guess what? Pregnancy doesn't happen suddenly. So the guild knew it was happening, which is fine and dandy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the guild was fully aware of what was going on. What can I do against Dark Slash? Ugh. I have nothing good for that. Yeah, I have no trinkets for that. I think Survival Instincts is like all I have. Ugh, it's kind of horrible. I don't think I have anything good for Dark Slash, so I can Survival Instincts this one, but that's kind of it. I need that Mark of Ursol, man. Where's that at? All I can kind of hope for is Iron Furring a bit of the physical and then healing. Yeah, but... Whew. Not nice. Not nice. Right, there's her eyes falling. I've got Bark Skin for this one. Hold on, a little focus here. Bark Skin it. Give it a frenzied rejuve, heal up the shit after it. Ooh, very scary. The old Dark Slash at 15 Tyrannical is a bit of a bitch. So I haven't got anything for the next one, and here it is. Oh, he did give me sack. Okay, he gave me sack. Okay, so he noticed, which is good news. He gave me sack. Anyway, so at the beginning of Legion, I was able to get back into raiding, which was great. I was really excited because I'd missed this so much. Like, being a dad is the best thing in the world. Don't get me wrong, I love being a dad. But I also like my hobbies, right? That's not a weird thing. And so, hold on. Yeah. Save me, Ursok. This is a lot of stuff. I don't have much left. Somebody's got aggro on something and I can't see it. I literally just can't see wherever it is. Where is it? Oh, Iron Fur. Do your job. There we go. Okay, that was a bit scary. So brave. So brave. I'm drifting off, man, because, you know, I wasn't expecting that. So, anyway, I wanted to get back to raiding, but I applied to a few guilds. I got accepted to all of them. Like, it was no problem. I mean, it's very hard for me to hide my... flaws and my bonuses, right? It's very, very difficult for me to do that because everything I do is recorded in some one form or another, either by me or whatever. And I basically was in this situation where I got accepted, but then guilds started asking for like favoritism and how would they benefit from any videos that were created on, you know, by me involving them. And I was like, ooh, do not like where this is going, like, at all. Can we aim this breath this way? Does he turn after he casts? No, he doesn't. Oh, okay. That's fine, actually. This is fine. Yeah, Melee's got loads of room. So I was getting a bit frustrated and annoyed because all I wanted to do was raid, and I know it probably seems impossible. Some of you go, you should expect this, and you're right. I should expect this in some way, but I was still annoyed that because of my YouTube presence, it was having an effect on my hobby. But I did make my job my hobby, so I'm somewhat to blame for it. But neither, either or, it was frustrating as all hell. It was frustrating. I wanted better. I didn't want it to be this way because I kind of been through this before. I've obviously been in YouTube for a long time now, and I kind of had been in this before. So, in the end, I just said to my friends who were in Stark Industries, which is the community guild, is like, boys, can I just raid with you guys? Because all I want to do is fucking raid. That's all I want in the whole world is to raid. And they, like not like a childish kind of way, but still in the way of, this is really getting on my nerves. Like, this whole thing is getting on my nerves. So, can I just raid? And that's when I kind of took a step back from the level I was used to. And hilariously, that guild then grew.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That guild then grew, obviously, as you're probably aware, from a guild that... when I joined that guild, they were like worlds... I want to say 700, something like that. And by the time we actually got all said and done there, we'd progressed it to a top 300 guild, which is fine. I was really happy with that. But I can't go back again. Like, I knew when this happened, I was like, I can't really go back again. I certainly, like, I think a part of it is definitely based on how much progress would need to be done, right? How much progress would need to be done. Where is he? You coming in? Pop out a little Trinkarugu here.
Arise, servitor. Claim our blood debt.
Well, that's not in a good place. This is really awkward. I'm just going to pop a nice cooldown there while we keep going. This boss is a pain in the ass on Tyrannical, there is no doubt. Scythe.
From you, the spirits will.
So, I stayed there, and I knew I couldn't go back. I absolutely knew that was going to be the case. And when looking for a guild this time, I was like, I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine, because if you're raiding now, you've been through some shit, dude. Like, if you are still raiding Mythic Legion, and you're certainly up to, like, Argus, and you've killed everything, you've seen some shit this expansion. You've seen some big, fucking, scary shit. And, let's grab this guy. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dear. Okay. I'd really like my trinket right now, but we don't have it. So, life is a bitch, and that's the end of that. 15 seconds. Okay, we're good. Interrupt. We're good, we're good. They might be indicating to me to actually pull a bit more. Could be what's happening here, which is understandable. I wasn't sure who was in this group to start with. So when I was looking at guilds, they were all like, well, you know, I think we could probably, we start raiding at 6:30. 6:30 is a big old problem for me, man. Oh, please interrupt. Thank you. I got the stun on the other one. 6:30 is a big old problem for me. It really is. And I do not want to be raiding at 6:30 because my kids don't go to bed till 7. So it was 6:30 my time. You remember, I'm in the UK, so it's not 6:30 Euro time. It's 6:30 UK time, and my kids don't go to bed till 7. And that's missing out on a lot of stuff. So I was getting really irritated that the guilds I was applying to actually had no problems. And I, in fact, got asked to join several guilds. I must have spoken to at least probably 12 or 13 guilds. No! In the last week or so alone. Well, we're going to be a little careful here, obviously. We're good.
All hands on deck.
And I just couldn't meet their raid times, which was it was happening regularly. And after asking around, actually, it's not very normal. But what's happening is, and this is a really interesting subject, and I kind of want to look into it a bit more, is a lot of the guys who are the top players, like the absolute best players, they've also kind of universally agreed that the world first raiding scene and trying to go for like a top world kill is now so heavily invested with not only skill and ability, of course it is, but time, that it's not worth it. Like, they're just not into it anymore. Because if you're not first, it doesn't matter what rank you got. Like, who are you trying to impress at this point? So a lot of them are very, very, very aware of taking a step back. Taking a step back and actually just going for 3 days a week. But at the same time, now, this thing hurts a lot, if I remember right, on Tyrannical. This little tentacle, yeah, I know. You wouldn't think it would, but I remember quite specifically that it actually does hurt a lot. That side, okay. No one got hit by it, that's awesome. I wouldn't have really expected anybody to, but still, never mind. So I've been talking to Loz for a while, and Loz was in the same boat. He was like, well, you know, we pushed it to the very hardcore, because Loz was in a guild called Nova. And it ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it. And we now know, especially like after the years, we know so many fantastic players who were in the same boat. They're just not that interested in this world first 5 days a week day raiding shit with like fucking 7 alts. They're not into it. But they were going to make some concessions. So I spoke to him and I was like, you know what the biggest problem is? The biggest problem is simply meeting the raid times. Because they originally, when I spoke to them, was starting at 6 o'clock. And I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do 6 o'clock, man. I can't do that shit. And that sucks because I would really love to raid with the boys. Obviously, we've met IRL a few times. So there's a couple of lads in my guild who I would say were some of the best in my guild, easily, who were also caught sort of unawares by this leaving thing. And they were in the same position where they were like, oh, okay, do you think you could get us in? Well, no, that's a lie. I don't want it to come across like that. That's not true. I spoke to Loz and said, there's a couple of guys in my guild who are extremely good. Would you like me to talk to them? And he was like, yeah, I mean, we're still building the guild. The guild I'm joining is called Any Hungry. They're still building the guild. Like, all the players aren't even in the guild yet. They have no... you know, there's some players who are returning after an extremely long break. Like an entire expansion's worth. And so, from their perspective, you know, there's still a bit of work to be done there. So, don't expect anything marvellous straight off the bat. But they look like a good bunch of lads. I felt very comfortable about raiding with the boys. Thought that was going to be a ton of fun. And I'm pretty happy with how things have turned out. So they had a meeting and they changed the raid times. They changed the raid times to something that I can accommodate, and also mixed it in with... why did I iron for there? I'm not even getting hit. I'm safe from not getting hit right here. And it looks like it's going to work out really well. It looks like it's worked out really well. I'm super happy. I'm looking forward to... I haven't met anybody in the guild besides Lost and Alex and the 2 guys from my guild who have gone with me to this guild. They're already there. They've already raided with them and stuff. Like, because I was so on the fence, but once I came to them with the opportunity, they were like, well, we're going anyway, which is huge, man. Because so many people, like, see moving guilds as, like, a group effort, right? Like, well, if you're not going, I'm not going. This kind of really childish nonsense. And that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. And it was so cool for me to see the boys go... The boys were like, we're going anyway. Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. We're going anyway. Ooh, nice. An upgrade. Popping. Cheers for the invite, boys. So that is my situation. That is where I'm going. Relieved preacher is what you're looking at. Delighted, happy, wonderful, super duper. Have a tremendous day, ladies and gentlemen. I shall see you guys again. Next TDP is a giveaway, so watch out for that. Bye, everyone.